back to the Hayleys Help YouTube channel, where we are embarking on 30 days of hacks with Hayley. The hack I have chosen for you guys today from my Hayleys Helpful Hack sack is Mrs. Grautifier. This particular hack is really helpful and really effective when it comes to cleaning grout. For today's hack, you are going to need some hydrogen peroxide if you have it, or you're going to switch that out for bleach. We're not going to be using both, it is one or the other here. You're also going to be needing some bicarbonate of soda, a small dish that is going to be your mixing dish, and an old toothbrush or an OXO good grip. As always guys, before working with bleach, make sure that you wear gloves. This applies to any chemical really as well, not just bleach. Whatever you're using, make sure you wear gloves because you don't want any product going on your hand. Now, those of you that have been on the Hayleys Help channel for a while will know I am forever telling you guys, do not mix bleach with anything, and this is true. Do not mix bleach with anything. However, there is an exception to the rule, and that is bicarbonate of soda. It is absolutely safe to mix bleach with this. It is not going to release any gases or any harmful toxins to you, but don't mix it with anything else. This is the one and only exception. So what you're going to do is pour some bicarbonate of soda into your dish that you're using. Then you're going to add a splash of bleach. Now, what you want to do is work this into a paste. So you don't want it to be too runny. You'll be able to do this just by eye, and get your OXO good grip and start mixing it in. So we need a splash more bleach in that. Okay, and this is the consistency you want. So you want kind of like a smooth paste. You don't want it too runny, but you also don't want it too thick, because you want this to go onto your grout. And what we're now going to do is we're going to place this on our grout, and ideally you want to do this of an evening. Make sure the room is well ventilated as well when working with bleach, and you ideally want to do this of an evening. We're going to apply this to all of our grout, and we're just going to smear it on, and the following morning you will find you have pristine white grout again. The reason that we mix the bleach into a paste rather than just pouring it on its own is when bleach, neat bleach, touches your fixtures, what it ends up doing is it tarnishes them and it can strip off the metals, and they just end up looking gross. Remember, this is the Hayleys Help channel. I make the mistakes so you don't have to. This has happened to me countless times, and it just ruins your fixtures in your bathroom. So this is why we use a paste. Now, once this is on, like I said, we're going to leave this overnight, and the following morning you literally can just take your OXO good grip or your toothbrush, just run it down with some cool water, and it will be pristine white, your grout, but you won't ruin your fixtures from using this method. Another hack as well that works really well is if you have any mould on your grout, go ahead and you can use this, or you can go ahead and use neat bleach on some cotton wool and squish it onto where the mould is and leave it there again overnight, and the following morning, like magic, it'll be gone. When you apply your mixture guys, make sure that it's really packed in to your grout. So what will happen is overnight this will begin to harden, and you just want to make sure that all your mixture is actually on the grout. So you can go ahead and use your finger if you want. Just again, make sure you've got gloves on, and just make sure it's really packed down onto your grout. This is what is going to cause it to become white again, and it is literally, this is the most effort that you will have to do when it comes to getting the grout clean. By tomorrow morning, you will be able to take your toothbrush, give it a scrub down and rinse it off with some cool water, and you will have perfectly white grout. ahead and click on the like button if you are getting pumped about spring cleaning. And also, if you are new here, go ahead and smash the subscribe button right now to subscribe to the Hayleys Help YouTube channel. You can also click on the bell notification. This will notify you next time we upload a vlog, and I will be here throughout the duration of spring for all your spring cleaning needs, help and motivation. What you're going to do is, with these gloves, you're going to coat the index finger in furniture polish and the thumb. These are the only two fingers you want the polish on. Now you can start cleaning your blinds, and the reason I love this hack is it just makes things so much easier and it speeds up the time of cleaning the blinds. You literally just need to do a pinch motion. So you've got the underneath from your thumb is being polished, the top from your index finger is being polished, and just go along all the slats, and this will take off any kind of remaining dust that is on there. When you feel that it's starting to dry, go ahead and add more polish to, again, your index finger and your thumb, and then carry on the process until you have completed the entire blind. Today's hack, the only thing that you guys will need is a nail buffer. We're going to be using the shine side only. Don't use the file, don't use any of the other sides. It's the shine side only that we want to be using for this particular hack. This particular hack I love because it came about like how all hacks do, by pure fluke. There was no hard thinking that went into this whatsoever. I was laying on my bed after a day of cleaning. I was like Cleopatra, laying on my bed, shining away at my nails, and then I got up to go downstairs and begin cooking dinner. Well, all of my cleaning tools had at this stage been placed away. I didn't have them out anymore, and I noticed someone, we don't know who, left a smear across one of my mirrors. We don't know who the culprit was, but it was someone. And I just couldn't be bothered to start retrieving all of my cleaning goods to then start cleaning again because I'd finished for the day. My job was done. I had clocked off for the evening. So, with my nail buffer in my hand, I literally was like, will it work? Started scrubbing away at it with the shine side, and to my absolute delight, it removed the smear. Even better than when I use my actual products. It came off so effortlessly, and I was like a proud peacock. I ran downstairs, I showed Robbie, I made everyone smear up the windows just so I could prove that this actually works. And now I'm sharing it with you guys. Today's hack is the WD-40 Year-Old Virgin. Our headlights over time have become quite dull looking. We have tried everything from dish soap to glass cleaners to waterless wash mixtures, you name it, and we have tried it, and nothing budges this kind of smoky, dull looking film that is on our headlights. There's one thing though that does remove it. It is our friend WD-40. What you're going to do is spray a small amount onto a cloth, go ahead and buff it into your headlamps, and they will shine like a brand new shiny diamond ring. Today's hack is a carpet freshener hack that you can make with a couple of products that you should have in and around your home. For this particular hack, you are going to need some bicarbonate of soda. You're going to need a little dish or a bowl or a device that allows you to shake. Jam jars are perfect for this. If you pierce a little hole in them, if you've got an empty jam jar, wash it up, dry it out, and that is ideal. You can also use old Tupperware boxes, so they work as well. Those are the sorts of things that we are going to be using. This shouldn't require you to have to go and purchase anything. You are then also going to need a fragrance of your choosing. So for mine today, I'm going to be using tea tree oil, but you can also use things like ground cinnamon. If you've got that in your pantry, go ahead and mix that with the product. Be careful when you are using essential oils. Any essential oils, do your research first and make sure they are safe to use in your home if you have pets. We obviously have Luna. She doesn't go into the house. She stays on the hard floor surfaces, so places like the kitchen and our downstairs bathroom. So I'm good to go with the tea tree oil, but just make sure you do your research first when it comes to using essential oils, because some of them can be toxic to animals. Okay, so what you're going to do is put a couple of teaspoons of your bicarbonate of soda into your chosen pot, and then you can go ahead at this stage and add your fragrance. So if you want to use cinnamon, you can. So you can either add this into there. I'm not going to be using this today though. Instead, I'm going to be using tea tree oil. So add a few drops of your chosen fragrance. And then go ahead and mix it all together. Pop your lid on, and then you're going to pierce a hole in the centre, or you could do a few holes. Fill your boots, whatever you want to do. If you haven't got a lid for what you're using, don't worry, it's absolutely fine to just take your spoon with you and sprinkle it around your carpets as you're going. Nobody gets left behind here, guys, see? Whatever you've got to work with, you work with whatever you've got. We are now going to shake our powder over our carpets. We're going to leave it to sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we are going to vacuum it off, and we will have nice deodorized carpets, and it will make your home smell like an absolute dream, and it will also make your vacuum smell delicious too. Let your solution sit for 15 to 20 minutes, you can then go ahead and start vacuuming. So that is what we're going to do now. Make sure you have picked up all of the product from your carpets, and you will be left with the cleanest, most scentiest Taste. Is that a word? We'll make it a word on the Hayleys channel.
Lovely.
There you go. You heard it from the Ranger. This is a top tip for you guys that are looking to do this. My advice would be, if you want to use any fragrance, go ahead and use the tea tree oil. It has made the house smell so freaking good just from the tea tree oil and the bicarbonate of soda. Go and give it a go now. I promise you, without trying this, you'll never know. And when you try it, you'll be like, she was right, the house does smell delicious. But like I said, make sure that you check in terms of pets first, because I know tea tree oil is toxic to cats. So let's go ahead and vacuum this off now, and then we will see the finished look of our clean, fresh carpets. Today's hack, the one and only thing you are going to require is some tea tree oil. This hack is so simple and so effective. What you're going to use is your tea tree oil, put a couple of drops down your bathroom drains, and this will remove any bad odours coming from your drains, and it will also give them a really nice clean in terms of it will get rid of any bacteria that is lingering because it is antibacterial. And straight away, instantly now, my bathroom smells so fresh, so clean, and it is an absolute delight to be around. It is that simple, guys. It is so easy, but so effective. What you're going to do is take just a small amount of conditioner. Don't go wild with this, you don't need lots. This is about the right sort of size. You're looking for a pea-size amount of conditioner. And whatever you are using it on, in this instance, I'm going to be using it on my kettle. But if you've got a stainless steel fridge, it works beautifully on them too. And just go ahead and buff it into your appliance. And this is going to take any of the horrible smears or finger marks off of it, and it is going to look pristine clean and beautifully shiny. You guys are going to need some lemons and your kettle. Okay guys, if you have got some leftover lemons, these are starting to feel just gross. I don't advise anyone to start going out and buying lemons to clean with, just because I don't find it cost effective at all. But if you've got lemons in your house and they are starting to go bad, or you're not going to be using them for any reason, go ahead and use these for cleaning around your home. They are really good at certain tasks, one of them being descaling your kettle. Now, my kettle isn't so bad, so you're just going to have to trust me on this one. But what you want to do is squeeze the lemons into your kettle, like so. And then you can go ahead and you can just throw the actual lemons in as well. You want to use about 2 lemons for this. If you've got, these are quite small, so unless you've got a big one, if you've got a big lemon, then it's fine to just use 1. But if you've got tiny ones like these, then go ahead and use 2 of them. And just squeeze it into your kettle. And then with the last one, you can go around the actual rim of the kettle, so the top bit, if there's any kind of lime scale there, because you'll find that you do get lime scale around this bit. You can also squeeze it into the spout slightly so that gets a coating of the lemon. And now we've done that, we are going to add some water and we're going to put the kettle on to boil. Once you have boiled your kettle, you're going to go and leave the mixture in your kettle for about 30 to 40 minutes. This is going to allow the lemon to work its magic, and then once that time is up, we're going to come back and empty out the lemon. We're going to rinse out the kettle, and it is going to be pristine clean, completely lime scale free. Okay guys, it is now, the time is up. The end is near, and so I reach my final curtain. Is that how it goes? Does it go like that? Good friends we have. Are you
going to pour the lemon out?
Yeah, so anyway, of which I'm certain I did it my way. It's that song. Answers in the comments how the song actually goes. Write the lyrics. Okay, so empty it out and you will be left with what looks like that. A completely descaled kettle. It looks a dream. You are then just going to flush it out with some cool water. Just give that a little whiz around. And even if there is a little bit of lemon left in it, don't worry, it won't harm you, and it will just be like, you can have a nice lemon tea. And there you go. That is it, my friends. It is that easy. And that now can be polished. If you want to polish it, you can fill it up and make yourself a cup of tea. You can do whatever you want with it now because it is nice and clean and descaled through the power of this lemon hack. I am going to be showing you guys the most safe and efficient way of removing candle wax from your wax burners to replace them with a fresh new fragrance. I love to use, and I'm sure lots of other people enjoy using it. However, it is an absolute thorn in the side to get out. The best thing to use when you have got a makeup spillage is WD-40. The WD-40 will penetrate the makeup spillage. It will lift up the makeup. I've used this on lipstick before as well. It works really, really well. And if you keep dabbing at it and going over it, eventually that stain will almost like be pushed to the surface of the carpet and you can get rid of it. When you begin cleaning up, whether it's eyeshadow you've spilled, bronzing balls, whatever it may be, with the exception of lipstick obviously, go ahead and use the hose attachment of your vacuum and hover it over so it's pulling out. Don't go ahead and start doing what I did today. Remember, I'm Hayleys help. I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Don't use your actual hoover to go over it because all you're doing is just rubbing it in further to the carpets, and that is what I did in my state of panic. I was like, I'm trying to get my makeup vlog done. Oh my god, my floor was covered in these bronzing balls. I mean, they were everywhere, and it just made the situation worse. So use the hose attachment on your vacuum and just hover over the area that you have spilt any powder or any bronzing balls or any eyeshadow, and remove that first, and then you're going to go ahead and use your WD-40, apply quite a lot over the top of it and leave it to sink in for about 5 minutes. Then you are going to blot, like your... We don't want a rubbing motion just yet. Once you've blotted, that's after you've done that, you can then go ahead and put some more WD-40 down, and then you can begin rubbing in a circular motion to try and lift any remaining that is down. Once you have done that, you can go ahead and get yourself a clean cloth. So don't use the one that's covered in makeup now. Get yourself a clean cloth and go ahead and get some soapy water, and then just rub away with the soapy water just to remove the WD-40 smell, and your carpets will be saved again. Praise Jesus, hallelujah. For those of you that have bought the Hayleys Helpful Hack book, you will recognise these. These are grout gloves. I found these by pure accident. So I like to tell you guys, a lot of my hacks, I come across them by pure fluke. So anyway, they're super easy to make. It is literally just your rubber gloves that you would use in your bathroom, throw on a pair of grout gloves over the top of them. They're not actually called grout gloves, but I'm just going to keep calling them this throughout. They're exfoliating mitts. You can pick them up for like, I think these ones are about 90p, and you're going to wear them over the top of your rubber gloves. The reason that I love these is they have enough abrasiveness to cut through things like soap scum, but they're not abrasive enough that they're going to damage your tiles. So that's why I really love these. I also love them because they are a 2-in-1. I can now do my tiles, and then with my finger, I then do the grout at the same time. So with this is the only thing that I'm going to be using at the moment. I'm just going to cover the tiles in it. Now our Viacal spray is on our tiles. We're going to leave it to just work its magic for a hot minute, and we're going to wet our grout gloves. Now we can go ahead and start rubbing it in to our tiles. So you've got 2 hands. There we go. We're going to have this sort of action when it gets to the actual grout. Give it a little swipe of your finger. And we're going to do this process over all of our tiles. Some shower curtain hooks. Okay guys, today's hack is an organisation hack, and I've got my shower hooks here. I'll show you what they look like. They just look like this, but these are an absolute arc de triomphe when it comes to utilising space and finding storage solutions within your bedroom. Okay guys, so with your jeans, you're going to get the loop and then get your shower hook like this, and it's so easy. You simply just hook it over, and then you can line up each set of jeans next to each other with these hooks, and they can then be in one section, and then when you want to wear them, you can either just hook them off the thing entirely, or you can take the hook off with them on. It's entirely up to you, but this is a really nifty hack when it comes to space saving ideas and using different things in terms of hanging. So if you don't want to spend out on these type of skinny hangers, these are a really good alternative. Another really good thing these work well for as well is scarves. I love these kind of silky scarves. I just think they add detail to an outfit. again, get your hook and feed it through your hook, like so, and then you can hook those over as well, and that again makes a nice storage solution for things like scarves. Another hack when it comes to organising our closets with our shower hooks is belts. So these belts in particular, these are like ring belts. I have got tons of these and they are an absolute pain in the neck to store. They just, because of the material, if you hook them over, I find anyway, if I hook them over my normal belt hanger, they often will slip off as I'm moving stuff out the way. So a really good option for you when it comes to these is hook them through the shower hook and then go ahead and you can then hook that onto your belt hanger. So this just stops them from being able to slip and slide anywhere. You can obviously as well do it with your standard buckle belts just by clipping that through and then hooking it over. But I really find this a really useful, helpful hack when it comes to storing belts. I've been doing this for years and years now and it works perfectly for me. I know you can go out and buy belt hangers, but I just find, what's the point when we can make our own? Yeah, today I am going to be showing you guys how to fold underwear, the most effective way to maximise your storage and create peace and calm within your underwear drawer. Namaste. want to show you guys is utilising one of these. This is my book stand. I got this super cheap off of Amazon. I will leave a link in the description box below. You can pick these up really cheap and I absolutely loved this. I am not the biggest fan of throwing away furniture for no reason. I like the whole repurposing idea. I like to find different uses for things in my house, and this is no exception. So this tends to not have anything in it. My books end up being placed all over the house. So with this, you've got a couple of options. So these are our hand towels. We're gonna fold it in the method that I like to fold in, which is this one. And then you can go ahead and place your hand towels into the sections. This is gonna keep them super organized. You can have this on your work sides if you want. You can have it in your bathroom if you want. You can even, if you would like to, convert this into a towel holder. So if you attach 2 screws in the corners here, you can then place it on a wall, and at the top you can slot books into it. We can add my essential oils if we wanted to, and as you can see, visually this just makes for a really beautiful piece within your home. So that is the first hack. The second hack I'm going to show you is where I store my tea towels. You obviously can also use this for your tea towels if you want to. Just switch the hand towels out for your tea towels, load it up, and this makes for a really beautiful, cheap organisation station for your tea towels or your hand towels. My next hack when it comes to a storage solution for your hand towels or your tea towels is go ahead and get yourself a over the door ironing board hanger. I got this one off of eBay. Again, it was really cheap, and this section is ideally supposed to be used for your iron, but I actually decided this would work in my house better as a organisation section for my tea towels. So it frees up my kitchen drawers so I can use them for my cleaning cloths. I've got a lot of cleaning cloths in there, and I just didn't really have the room to add the tea towels then into my drawers. And like I said, this is a really nice way of organising your tea towels. Again, you can do this with your hand towels if you would rather. And the best part is, it is a 2-in-1. You've got somewhere to store your ironing board, and you've got somewhere to store your tea towels. Today's hack, I am going to be showing you guys some towel folding hacks for when you want your towels to look extra fancy. are your cloves. It's a garlic clove hack. If you love a helpful hack, give this video a like, team. For this particular hack, you are going to need a Tupperware box. So what I like to do is, and I'm going to encourage you guys to do this as well, rather than constantly going out and buying new Tupperware, this can become quite costly and expensive. When you get takeout, go ahead and save the plastic containers. So I whiz these through my dishwasher. They come up wonderfully. We'll show a hack later on in this series of how to get rid of orange staining, which is often a problem with these. However, keep hold of them and you are going to reuse these. These are brilliant for storing leftover meals in the fast freeze. They're also brilliant for the hack that I'm about to show you, and I even use these for when the kids are in school. I put either cut up pieces of cucumber and hummus in it, or I put their sandwiches in these. They're just wonderful to have around the home. Okay, so we've got our Tupperware boxes and I have also got my garlic here. Garlic is the bane of my life. For years and years, I would peel it away like this. I mean, look at the hot mess this is about to make. I'd peel it open, I'd put it on my chopping board, I'd cut off the tip, and then I'd cut off this tip, and then I'd peel it, and then I'd get garlic stuck under my fingernails, and then I would lay in bed rocking back and forth crying because I just stunk like garlic on my hands and I could never remove the smell. And then this hack came into my life like a beacon of hope from the Lords above. What you want to do is put your garlic cloves into your Tupperware box. Once you have got them all in there, go ahead and seal the lid so it is tightly on. And then we are gonna do shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake your booty, shake your booty. And keep shaking it. And what will happen is the cloves will peel themselves and you will have a whole load that you can already see. There's one, it's completely empty. I've got no garlic on my hands. It's in the container, but that is good to be pressed and put in my lasagna for this evening. I'll carry on shaking it until all of the cloves have ended up like this. See, there's a second one. You might have to do this for a few minutes before you get them all off, but this works like a charm every single time, and you will end up with your cloves peeled without having to touch them, without the horrible garlic smell on your hands. And this is a particularly good hack if you are using a lot of garlic in a recipe, because it saves so much time in terms of chopping and then, you know, having to peel the skin off, and sometimes it can be so fiddly as well. This is just a much easier, more efficient way of doing it, and that is what makes this a helpful hack. Okay guys, once you have finished shaking your Tupperware boxes, you can go ahead and remove the skins off of the garlic cloves, and that is what you are left with. So that is my helpful kitchen hack for you darlings today. I hope you find that helpful. These are now going to go into my fridge until I need to use them this evening to cook our lasagna. And no peeling required. Yes! That makes me so happy, I'm not even joking. For today's hack, you will need some fresh herbs of your choosing. You will also need some olive oil, and you will also need some ice cube trays. Okay guys, this is a super easy hack and it is really effective. I do enjoy cooking homemade meals for the family, and what I like to do is use this hack. So get your whatever fresh herbs you're using. In this instance, I'm going to be using basil 40, but if you've got rosemary, if you've got a whole mixture of herbs, use them. It works exactly the same. First of all, you want to clean them, so I'm just going to use the iClean Mini on mine just to get rid of any germs that might be kicking about on them, but use tap water if you want to use tap water. Just give them a rinse first before you go ahead and start picking them. And then take off some of the leaves and put them in your ice cube trays. So you should be able to make quite a few. These trays were from, they're silicone ones, they were from Amazon. I'll get Robbie to put the link in the description box for those of you that are interested. These come in a pack of 2 as well, and they weren't very expensive. I think they were like £6 maybe, I think. And just go along and fill up all the trays with your herbs. Okay, and once you've done that, you're going to use your olive oil, and you're just going to fill it in the ice cube trays, just enough to cover your herbs. Once you have filled them with whatever herbs you want to fill them with, you can go ahead and pop them in your freezer. I like to use the basil with the olive oil because I make a lot of pasta sauces, and I just find this works in my household. But like I said, do whatever works for you. You can also at this stage as well, if you want to crush some garlic, you can go ahead and do that and add that to it as well. That also works really well. So we're going to put these into the freezer now, and then when it is time for us to cook our pasta sauce, you can literally pop one of the oil cubes out with your basil in it and garlic or whatever other herbs you've put into it, toss it into your pan, and it's there, ready to go. Call Toastbusters! Today's hack is a bit of a 2-in-1. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you a really genius way to cook like a toasted sandwich, but also this hack eliminates the need to deep clean your appliances. If that isn't helpful to you, then I'm all out of love, because I don't know what else I can give you, okay? So while you're here, go ahead and click the like button just to be the dreamboats that you are, and let's get into today's vlog. Okay guys, so this is my kind of sandwich maker thing. It's actually a griddle. Is that what you call them, a griddle? I think it is. It's actually a griddle, and I have just recently, since we've been in lockdown, been using it to make toasted sandwiches for the children. Now, the first time that I made them, I was like, I can be like Starbucks, it's fine, send me that panini and I'll whip it up for you. Turns out, it makes the worst mess imaginable known to mankind. So what ended up happening was, I used this, I put cheese and ham in one of the toasted sandwiches. The cheese, of course, leaked out like some sort of volcanic lava, and it just made a hot mess over this particular press. And then because I couldn't get it off with a damp cloth, it had almost like solidified, and I tried picking at it, I tried everything, and nothing got it clean. This is the Hayleys Help channel. Those of you that have been here for a while will know I am not going to tolerate having old food stuck to this pan, because I just think it's dirty, and that's it. I wanted it gone. I wanted it out of my life. So I turned to a scourer, and of course what happened? I scoured the non-stick off of my griddle. So now, anything that I put in here, it sticks like a effer. You would not believe how sticky it gets, and then you end up with like peeling pieces of bread off of it. It's just not ideal. Anywho, this is where the toast busters hack comes in. When I found this, I was like, I felt like Lionel Richie, like, you are my destiny, you are my one and only. It's alright, do it again. It's so good. I'm going to show you guys what you need to do. Super easy, super simple. Most of us will probably have the stuff that we need to use for this particular hack at home. If you haven't, you can go and grab some. You can get it really cheaply in most stores. So without further ado, let's get into this hack and what it involves. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Take some grease-proof baking paper. You're going to take a section of this paper and lay it on your work surface. You are then going to go ahead and get your bread. Now, first of all, you're going to butter one side of the bread. This is then going to go as the base. So once you've put the butter on it, flip it over so it's facing down. Then you're going to add your fillings. So for this example here, I am just going to be using cheese. Cheese me, cheese me, cheese me, cheese me, baby, till I lose control. And put it in your bread. Then go ahead and butter the other section of bread. And then that is going to go on top, okay? So you've made like, you know, a nice little parcel. Then you're going to fold over one side of the baking paper, fold over the other side, okay? And then you are going to fold these up. Do it like you're wrapping a present, you know? And then fold the other side up, and there you have your little sandwich ready to be pressed. Go ahead and then pop it into your griddle and turn it on and leave it for a few minutes. And what then happens is, once this is cooked, any cheese that does spill out goes into the paper, so you're not getting all the mess on the actual griddle itself, and it toasts it exactly like it would if you were just putting it in without the paper. I was sceptical at first because I was like, is there going to be a fire? Is this paper going to go up in flames? It doesn't. It works like a charm. Okay guys, so this is ready now. I can now lift it off, and look at that. There is no cheese meltage. There is no cheese meltage on the griddle. So you can give it a wipe over with a soft cloth. That is absolutely fine. Use some antibacterial dish soap, and that is all you need to do. To do for this hack is take some lemons, or you can also use oranges as well. I'm just going to clean these quickly before we go ahead and cut them, just because lemon rinds are notoriously germy. And once you've cleaned them, you're going to go ahead and just slice them like so. Once you have sliced them, you can go ahead and lay them on some baking paper. So just lay them in a nice little row like this, and once you have done that, you can go ahead and place them in your freezer. This will keep your lemons nice and fresh, but also it acts as a really good ice cube, so it's not going to melt and turn into water. I know so many people that just don't like ice. It icks them out, they don't want ice in their drink, but they might want their drink to still be cool, and this is a really nice way of doing it. You can also do this with grapes. You can go ahead and cut the grapes up or leave them whole, go ahead and freeze them, and these are really good if you are drinking wine, for example, and you want it chilled. Go ahead and put the grapes within the wine. This isn't going to affect the taste of the wine because there's not going to be water melting into it, but you will still have a nice chilled drink. The title of today's hack that my darling husband, Robbie the Ranger, thought up all by himself in his great big gigantic huge brain is deep shoe tea. Everybody out the water! Everybody out the water! Some people stand in the darkness. I'll be there, I'll be there. Today's hack is a way that you can prevent stench and odours coming from shoes in your household. For this particular hack, you guys need to go and grab yourselves some tea bags. Here is the tea on black tea. Black tea contains something called tannins. Now, you can find these in other teas, but black tea has the highest concentration of tannins. Tannins are really good at fighting bacteria, so they've got really good antibacterial properties. This is why they are really good to use in shoes, because what they do is they draw out the moisture, and it's the moisture, much like we discussed in the rubber glove hack, it's the moisture that then breeds the bacteria, and the bacteria then causes the stink. So what you want to do with your tea bags is ideally use black ones. These work the best, and you literally just need to place them in your shoes. So let's take my Zara boots here. Just put them inside the boot and leave them overnight, and come the morning your shoes will not smell anymore. My shoes don't smell anyway, FYI. I think because I've got so many that I like change them all the time, so where I'm constantly alternating my shoes, it doesn't have time for bacteria to build up, and also the fact that we're in lockdown, no one's going anywhere, let's be real. So this is a really good hack when it comes to getting rid of odours in smelly shoes. It's really good as well if you go to the gym, take some tea bags with you and pop them in your gym shoes, so your trainers, and that will also work really well at eliminating bad odours and fighting bacteria. We are going to be doing today is a gin air freshener. So we're going to take our gin. This is a bottle of gin that was gifted to us. For those of you that have been on the channel for a while, I used to drink, I no longer do. So this just sits there kind of redundant. You might have had gin that you bought for Christmas time that isn't being used. So this is a really good way to use up and utilise any gin that you might have left over in your house. So what you're going to do is take your gin bottle, and you need a small spray bottle like this. You can get these off of Amazon. I will put the links down below for the ones that I got. They're not that expensive, and they're the right size, the perfect size for this particular hack. You can also use things that you have lying around your house. If you've got an old spray bottle, rinse it out, use that. That is absolutely fine. But if you don't have one, you can get these quite cheaply. What we're going to do is we're going to fill the bottle with a little bit of gin. And then we are going to add a few drops of essential oils. This is my sandalwood blossom. So let's add a few of those in. And then we're going to give this a shake. And what this will do, when you use it as an air freshener, the alcohol in the gin evaporates nice and quickly, and you'll be left with a nice juniper and whatever essential oils you're using scent across your house. And it's just a really lovely way to use up any old gin that you have got left over. If you are thinking about using this as a cleaner, please don't. The percentage in alcohols generally stands at the 40% mark, and this is nowhere near high enough when it comes to killing germs and bacteria. So stick to bleach and other cleaners that are meant for cleaning when it comes to that. But as an air freshener, it's an absolute delight. Hack is based around jewellery, in particular diamonds and gems. Gin can make your diamonds and gems on your jewellery shine bright like a diamond. It's like Rihanna. It's like the alcohol version to Rihanna. Shine bright like a diamond. What you want to do is place the gin in a little dish like this. You don't want anything too big because then you're going to have to use tons and tons of gin. So something this sort of size is ideal. We're all about the repurposing here on the Hayleys Help YouTube channel. These were actually from the, I think they're called goo puddings that you get, or GU, I don't know what you call them, and I wash them out, I keep them because these are ideal for these sort of tasks. And what you want to do is place your jewellery, your rings, you might have a necklace inside the gin, and we're going to leave this for about 30 minutes just to work its magic. Once that has finished working its magic over the 30 minutes, we're then going to go ahead and rinse off the jewellery. We are then going to dry it really gently with a clean, dry microfiber cloth, and we will have shiny jewellery. If you love a helpful hack, give this video a like, team. For today's hack, you will need a box of tissues and a vase / vase. Okay guys, so this is just a generic box of tissues. I cannot stand these boxes. I just am like, ew, get away from me. They are so ugly. I don't like them. They don't look nice. There's no way to pretty this up when it comes to the actual box itself. So I've got a hack for you. Okay, here I have got a vase that I normally store like my lights and stuff in this. I sometimes will put flowers in it. I mix and match it as I go just because life's too short, so we may as well make the best of these things. But a really good way to utilise these types of glassware is take your box of tissues, remove the whole bundle from the box, making sure you're holding onto it tightly. You're then going to kind of twist these round like this, and you're going to place them within your jar. Now you do need quite a chunky sized jar for this. So this is ideal for this particular purpose. Then what you're going to do is take one of them and just pull it up like that, And every time someone takes a tissue, the next one will pop up. And you are left with a much more fancier way of storing your tissues within your living room. So as you can see, guys, this is the before and this is the after. And I think we can all agree, in terms of it being aesthetically pleasing on the eye, the after is what we are aiming for. If you love a helpful hack, give this video a like, team. When it comes to our dishwashers, if you are anything like me, I regularly forget to buy dishwasher tablets. You would have thought I learnt by now, but I haven't. What often happens is I will go to the store and I will think in my mind, I've got tons of dishwasher detergent at home, tons of it. I'm swimming in dishwasher tablets. And then I get home and there is a whole load of washing to be done in our dishwasher. And that's right, friends, I don't have detergent after all. So I've got two options at this point. I can either go back out into the masses and get some more dishwasher detergent, or I can make my own until the next time I return to the store. And that is usually the option I favour, because I just don't have time for it. I don't have time to be packing up my things, leaving the house again, going out again and getting detergent, and I certainly don't during our current situation with COVID-19, because it's just another added trip and going back out again, I just don't want to do it. So here is a really good hack if you have got a dishwasher full of dishes and you have run out of detergent. Now, you're going to find the answer to this in your baking cupboard. Bicarbonate of soda, grab yourself some of that, take about a tablespoon of the bicarbonate of soda and place it in your detergent drawer like so. Once you have done that, grab your dish soap. I am using the antibacterial one, but you can just use normal dish soap as well. And you want to put a pea-size amount into the bicarbonate of soda. That is gonna make one of these. Now, the key here when it comes to doing this particular hack is don't go wild with the dish soap, okay? Refrain from pouring copious amounts into your dishwasher, because what will end up happening is you will have yourself your very own foam party, and that is not what we are looking for. We want our dishes to be cleaned, we want our dishwasher to run efficiently. We don't want an Ibiza foam party situation happening. I know we're all bored in lockdown, but this is not the answer, my friends. So only use a small amount of your dish soap. Go ahead and close the drawer, and then you can go ahead and put your dishwasher on its normal cycle, and your dishes will come out just as clean as if you had one of these. A really simple hack to do, but it is really effective. For today's hack, you are going to need some toilet roll and some essential oils, essential, of your choice. If you guys are anything like me and you love a fragranced home, then you might find yourself victim to buying the scented toilet rolls. There's no judgment here, we've all done it. I used to spend a small fortune on coconut scented toilet rolls just because I felt like I was on some like pina colada island in my bathroom. Every time I went into my bathroom, I was like, unless my love has come along. Because it smelled like coconut. It made me so happy in my heart. But with these scented toilet rolls comes a price hike. You have to pay extra for them to be scented. And fortunately for you guys, and unfortunately for the large toilet roll corporations that are peddling this stuff to us, I have got a genius hack that solves this. It is simple. All you need to do is get some essential oils. If you want to get coconut, get coconut. If you want to get orange, get orange. If you want to get your favourite perfume spray, you can get those on Amazon, I've looked. You can get your favourite perfume spray and make your bathroom smell like your favourite perfume. And you are going to put a few drops of that oil inside the toilet roll. So where the sleeve is and the like cardboard bit, it's going to infuse into that. This is completely safe. It's going to save you a buck or two in your back pocket. And it's just a really good easy hack. Okay, so we've got our essential oils. The ones that I am using today is Sandalwood Blossom. Oh hi, how are you? It smells delicious, this one. And all you need to do is just literally a few drops at one end. There you go. Oh look, it looks like Mickey Mouse. Upside down. Then do a few drops on the other side as well. And look, they collide like Biffy Clyro. When we collide, we come together. And once you have done that, you can go ahead and just wait for it to kind of absorb. And once it's absorbed, you can go ahead and put it on your toilet roll holder, and it will make your bathroom smell utterly delightful. Excited to show you guys this hack because it is utterly genius. For this particular hack, you will need a bar of soap. That's it. And it's going to change your life as you know it. So be prepared. Once you view this hack, you're going to be like, I don't know what my life was like before I viewed this hack. Like, you'll take it through with you for the rest of your days, and you'll share it with your children and your great-grandchildren and your great-great-great-grandchildren, and then you'll share it with your neighbour, and she'll share it with her auntie, and everyone's going to share this hack because it is just genius. I cannot bear bars of soap. I've never liked them. I find them completely unhygienic. I can't bear the squishiness and sludginess of them. I also can't bear the fact that you've got multiple people doing this and then putting it back. It just icks me out completely. However, I do like the smell of bars of soap. So, you know, it's a catch-22 situation we've got going on. This bar of soap, Robbie the Ranger got me for Christmas just because I loved the scent of it. It's like a cinnamony type scent. It's just delicious. And it has been sitting upstairs, unopened, unused, because I'm like, nobody wants that in their life, sister, okay? No one wants that congealed mush in their life. So this would typically just sit upstairs, never to be seen again, and that is completely wasteful. So if you're like me and you've maybe been gifted bars of soap, or you can't get liquid soap at the store for whatever reason, because, you know, everyone seems to constantly drag the liquid soap off the shelves because of COVID-19, like we weren't washing our hands before, then this is a really, really good hack to utilise your bar of soap. What you're going to do is take your soap and you're going to grate the whole entire block of soap. So, oh look, they've double wrapped it. I mean, I don't know how necessary that was, but if my fingernails break again, I am not going to be pleased. Okay, there we go, we're in. Oh, what a dream. It smells, do you know what it smells like? Like a cinnamon apple. That's what it smells like you've got a fresh, crisp apple and you've just dunked it in cinnamon. Smell that, Rod? Rod Stewart. Okay, so take your bar of soap and you're going to start grating the whole entire bar. Once you have grated your bar of soap, you're going to do the whole entire bar. This feels so nice. I can't even cope. Like, if you're into ASMR, then here's a treat for you. Okay, so once you've grated it, you're going to sprinkle your soap shavings into a bowl. I just don't want to waste any of it, so just make sure it's all out. Oh, that one looks like a toenail, doesn't it? Anywho, so once that's in there, you can go ahead and start adding your water. So at this stage, kind of play it by ear. Don't go wild in the aisles. So you want to add it kind of bit by bit, because you don't want it to be, as this mixture cools down, it's going to go thicker, and you don't want to end up with it too thick, but you also don't want it too runny. So let's just give this a little mix. Our soap has now solidified. This is what it looks like, and as you can see, this is too hard. So this is what the consistency will be after 2 cups of boiling water, but we need it a lot more softer than this. So different soaps will require a different amount of water. Not every bar of soap will be exactly the same. This is why I like to play it by ear when doing this. As we can see, we definitely do need more water. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some more water to this. I am going to do an extra 3 cups, I think, and what this will do is it will end up allowing me to make about 4 or 5 bottles worth of liquid soap in my household. Oh, it smells so good. And I'll just get my spoon out and we'll melt it down again. And just keep doing this process, guys, as much as you need to until it's the right consistency. And then once it's the right consistency, we can move on to blending the soap and distributing it amongst the hand pumps in our house. This is how our liquid soap is now looking, and that is the perfect consistency for me. So I'm not going to add any more water. That was 6 cups of boiling water to the 1 bar of soap that I added. It has now cooled down, and we are now going to go in with a blender, and the soap will then be ready. We're now going to leave this for the bubbles to settle, and this will turn into our liquid hand soap, and it can be placed in your hand soap dispensers around your house, and this will fill about 4 to 5 of my hand soap dispensers from 1 bar of soap that otherwise would have just been tossed out. Going to be showing you guys some hacks to keep your kitchen rubber gloves in tip-top condition and stench free. Nobody likes a rubber glove stench. The first hack I wanted to show you guys when it comes to keeping your kitchen gloves or your bathroom gloves, whichever ones you have, in good, clean, sanitized condition is once you've finished washing up or doing whatever you're doing, always make sure you hand wash your gloves on the outside. So you can use whatever you want to use on them for this. You can use neat bleach if you want. You can use hand wash, or you can use antibacterial dish soap. It's entirely up to you. For this, I'm going to be using the dish soap, and you just want to put a small amount into the gloves, and you're going to wash them like you would wash your hands. And this is just going to ensure that any kind of germs or bacteria that you might have on the gloves themselves, this is going to remove it. This is a key first stage when it comes to having good hygiene on your kitchen gloves at your house. The next hack when it comes to keeping your rubber gloves clean and pristine is fill them with a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. This is going to get rid of any stench inside the gloves. What happens with rubber gloves is as you are cleaning and using hot water, it's a natural thing, we all do it, we tend to sweat, and that includes on our hands. And with the sweat comes bacteria. That then fills up in your gloves, and that is what makes them smell. So the bicarbonate of soda is really good at removing bad odours. You can also, if you want to, at this stage add a couple of drops of tea tree oil in it as well. And you're just going to shake away the powder, make sure the top's closed, so roll it down like this, and allow the bicarbonate of soda to go around all of the fingers in the gloves. You can feel where it's going, and just give it a really good shake. This is going to collect any of the moisture, and it is also going to banish the bad odours from your gloves. When you come to use the gloves again, just empty out the bicarbonate of soda in your sink, give it a good shake so that you have removed it all, and your gloves are ready to fight another day. An alternative to this particular hack is baby powder. You can go ahead and fill your gloves up with a tablespoon of baby powder. Again, give it a good shake, and it is a good idea as well, if you are using baby powder, to add some tea tree oil, just because this has antibacterial fighting properties. Do exactly the same as what we've done with the bicarbonate of soda. Make sure you tip it out before you then use your gloves next time, and you will have a nice, clean, sanitised, stench-free rubber glove. Okay guys, today's hack is really simple. I have shown this before, so those of you that have been here for a long time on the Hayleys Help channel would have seen this before, but for you newbies, you might not have, so I'm going to show it. What you need to do is, we're going to make our own tumble dryer sheets. So for this, you need a few things that you should have lying around your house. An old jar. This could be a candle jar, it might be a jam jar. If you want to use a Tupperware box, use a Tupperware box. It just needs to be a container that you can seal the liquid in. Then you need some sort of cloth of some description. So I have used things from old baby wipes, obviously not used, but you know when they start to dry out, you just can't use them. So those are really good for this hack. I've used sponges, I've used cleaning cloths, but what I have found that is the kind of most sustainable in terms of you can use it and use it and use it over and over again is a microfiber cloth. Now, if you are going to choose to use a microfiber cloth as your tumble dryer sheet, just on the label, mark it that it's a dryer sheet. The reason for this is, once these are covered in fabric softener, if you want to go ahead and shine up a mirror or anything like that, you're going to be left with streaks. So just make sure that you label them if you are going to opt for this option. But you can, like I said, use things like baby wipes, sponges, J-cloths cut into pieces. You decide. Even if you've got an old t-shirt, that works. Just cut it up into little pieces and you can then go ahead and use that. Now, with our jar, we are going to fill it halfway with our favourite fabric softener. It is the blue flavour. Ah, let there be light. And fill it halfway with your fabric softener. and then go ahead and add the rest water. Once you have made your mixture, you can go ahead and put your cloth that you're going to be using into the solution, or your baby wipes, or whatever it is that you have chosen for this particular hack. And every time you put a load of washing in your tumble dryer, you can go ahead and take this out, wring it out first so that it's not absolutely soaking wet, and then you can go ahead and you can place this in your tumble dryer, and it will make your clothes smell freaking delightful. For joining me today, guys, on this hack. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, go ahead and click on the like button. If you are new here and you love hacks, you love cleaning, you love homemaking, you like a sprinkling of fashion and beauty, then why not hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification to be notified next time we upload a brand new vlog. Keep your comments coming in, guys, and let me know how you get on with the hacks, if you have tried any of them, and if you would like some in-between access to the world of Hayleys Help, then you can head over to the Hayleys Help Pinterest. We will add the details below in the description box, and you can also check out my stories on YouTube, where I have got in-between footage of when we're not filming. Until then, guys, keep it clean. Love you lots.